Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're here to, plunge headfirst into some really fascinating corners of information, bring you the essential bits.
That's the plan.
And today, we're definitely pulling back a curtain on a narrative that's, it's extraordinary. We're talking super soldiers, temporal wars, ancient conspiracies.
And Hollywood's role in it all. Soft disclosure, as some call it.
Exactly. Our focus today is this really mind-bending interview with James Rink. He founded the Super Soldier Talk podcast.
Right.
And just this one conversation, it unpacks so much. There's this unique conference he organizes, his own really intense personal accounts, battles way out in the Oort cloud, and then this historical lineage claim that just flips conventional history on its head.
It really does. It's a lot to cover.
It is. It promises to be quite the journey for you listening.
And our goal, like always, is to give you a kind of shortcut, a way into this very specific, often unseen corner of the, let's say, well-informed world. We're looking at what these claims suggest, not just about maybe an alternate reality, but about information itself. How it's shared, how it's believed, how these beliefs can build a whole different worldview.
The scope is just... yeah.
It's the interconnectedness of it all that's really fascinating.
Okay, so let's start unpacking. Where better to begin than this conference, the Super Soldier Activation Conference?
Right.
I mean, just imagine a gathering specifically for people who believe they shared these kinds of extraordinary, maybe unbelievable experiences.
And Rink presents it as a place for learning, healing, building a community around these shared narratives.
It's planned for October 8th to the 12th, 2025, down in Orlando, Florida, at the Wyndham I-Drive Resort. James Rink, the organizer, he's put together quite the schedule.
Seems like it.
People attending can get different packages. There are VIP tickets, with meals, sitting next to the speakers, but also lower cost options.
Makes sense. Accessibility.
Yeah, and even a couple's pass with a hotel room included. And for people who can't be there, a live stream ticket.
Covering all bases.
And the evenings sound unique, too. Themed parties for the VIPs, officers' ball, disco party, Star Trek.
Star Trek party, okay.
Right, and a Halloween party, too. All with access to this heated pool. It seems designed to really foster that sense of community.
It does. And the speakers themselves, the range of claims and the unique technologies they're supposedly bringing or discussing is pretty remarkable. It paints this picture of a community really deeply engaged with things far outside the norm.
Like what? Give us some examples.
Okay, well, there's Misty Dawn. She's apparently bringing a 300-pound Tesla coil.
Whoa.
Yeah, explicitly not for medical healing, but for frequency experiences. Then Rebecca Rose, who claims full memory recall of serving in the Mars Colony Corporation.
Mars Colony Corp.
And Chris O'Connor. He says he developed something called a Deems device.
Deems device.
Yeah, technology he apparently recalled from service out near Nimus, which is described as a moon near Saturn, supposedly known for secret installations.
Wow.
And this device, he claims, uses magnetic fields, scalar energy. The idea is to reset your energy body, whatever that entails.
Wow. Okay, who else?
Then there's Jessica Jones, the cryptid huntress. She researches Bigfoot and things like that, but also does remote viewing. She's apparently going to remote view underground bases at the conference.
Remote viewing bases.
Laura Worley is described as an MK Ultra Monarch survivor, so the implication is government mind control programs. But she's achieved self-healing, written books. They call her a presidential model.
Petty stuff.
Very. Oksana Buchanan, a psychic intuitive, claims service in the Nocton Mars Call and the Mars Defense Force. She can supposedly channel your files, like access your memories. Rink notes her YouTube channel has faced censorship.
Interesting.
And one more, Tina Nomad, calls herself a subconscious biohacker. Apparently works with billionaires, pro athletes, helping them reprogram their subconscious.
Programming.
So yeah, what you see is this meticulously built alternative reality within this community. Memory, tech, psychic powers. They're not fringe ideas, they're foundational. They shape this hidden history they seem to share.
It's certainly a lineup that offers, multiple, often fantastical viewpoints, doesn't it?
Oh.
A real glimpse into how some people see secret programs and human potential.
Definitely.
But the rabbit hole, as they say, goes even deeper with James Rink himself. His own story. He says it kicked off with a self-awakening experience.
Right, retrieving memories.
Retrieving memories, yeah, and finding physical evidence on his body, like needle marks and scoop marks, he mentioned.
And connecting that to his wider view of reality, It gets really expansive. He argues we're in a temporal war.
A temporal war.
Yeah, that timelines have been monkeyed around with, as he puts it. He even claims that in what he calls the original timeline, the Confederacy actually won its freedom.
Wow, okay. That's a huge historical divergence.
It is, and he stresses how vital it is to document these experiences, for the future, because memory and even life itself can be fragile for people involved in these alleged projects.
That makes sense within that framework.
And equally fascinating, maybe, is his take on Hollywood. He doesn't see it as fiction. He calls it soft disclosure.
Soft disclosure. Like hints of the truth.
More than hints. He believes shows like the original Star Trek, the series and the movies, are basically documentaries.
Documentaries? How?
Well, the claim is Gene Roddenberry was given scripts from Area 51, that Captain Kirk was based on a real MIB agent, Men in Black, named Jimmy Payne, and Uhura, secretly a Vulcan.
Uhura was a Vulcan.
Okay, and the movie Aliens. The script was supposedly given to Senator Robert Byrd's office, heavily blacked out, redacted, and the cat, Jonesy, originally a gremlin-type creature, according to this narrative.
Yeah, gremlin, right.
Even Amityville Horror, he says it's a documentary, and the people involved were connected to the Montauk Project.
So he's fundamentally reinterpreting pop culture, turning movies into, evidence.
Exactly. Veiled disclosures of secret programs. It really blurs the line between fiction and reality for his audience, you see.
Yeah, I definitely see that. And his own personal accounts get incredibly specific, don't they? He shared one recently, something that happened just nights before the interview.
That's right. At the request of Kimberly Lana, he said. He described being asleep, and suddenly a temporal time gateway opened in his room.
Okay. Then what?
A first pickup. By what he calls Level 3 surface military.
Level 3?
Yeah, he defines these levels. Level 1 is regular U.S. military. Level 2 is Space Force. Level 3, he says, has extreme technology, memory, erasing wands, regeneration chambers, time gates, and they don't interact with levels 1 or 2.
Got it. And they took him where?
For a skirmish out in the Oort cloud. Way out there. Then brought him back 20 minutes later.
Just 20 minutes later, after a fight in the Oort cloud.
That's the account. But then, 2 hours after that, a second pickup.
By who this time?
A Level 2 CIA group. He claims they have advanced ET tech and access to Montauk.
Okay, Level 2 CIA. And what did they do?
Teleported him, he says, to a DUMB deep underground military base off the Florida coast. There, they constructed a clone body, transferred a part of his consciousness into it.
A clone body.
Yeah, designed to look like an Arab Muslim, given a whole backstory, part of Al-Qaeda, involved in ethnic cleansing in Syria. He even claims he has an implant wound from fighting there.
Wow.
And this clone, he describes it as a compartmentalized interior altar, something that can be activated with specific codes.
An alter ego, basically, but physical and deployed.
Sort of, yeah. And the time distortion part is maybe the most staggering. He says he was gone for 3 weeks in that first mission.
The Oort cloud one.
No, sorry, the Oort cloud was the 20-minute return, the clone mission. He was gone 3 weeks for the first part, then a month for the second part. But back here on Earth. Only 20 minutes passed in total for both pickups.
3 weeks plus a month, condensed into 20 minutes Earth time.
According to his account, yes.
That's hard to wrap your head around.
It is. And Rink connects this to other experiences, too, involving altars and off-world stuff. He talks about being paralyzed once.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, ended up in the hospital for 3 weeks. He believes it was an altar triggered when he first learned about super soldiers in Montauk. He thinks many people in these programs have deep trauma.
Which ties back to the conference's healing aspect.
Exactly. That's a key goal, providing healing. He also describes another altar, an 8-foot-tall cyborg body used for off-world missions.
An 8-foot cyborg.
And claims reptilians were actually subcontracted to create super soldiers because the SSP groups, the secret space program groups, were too stupid to do it right.
Reptilians.
Subcontracted.
And then there's a memory flash she had. A Mars colony with mansions.
Mansions on Mars.
Yes. And Oxane Buchanan, the psychic, apparently confirmed one belonged to Heinz Hundberg, who Rink calls Henry Kissinger's money man.
Which leads Rink to this incredible claim that figures like Kissinger, Hillary Clinton, Bill Gates, they have clone mansions on Mars, like duplicate residences off-world.
So powerful people existing in parallel off-world lives.
That's the implication. He also mentions an alternate timeline experience in Alaska at Abbotabas super soldier training camps for teenagers.
Training camps.
Yeah, hand-to-hand combat. And his alter from that timeline apparently knows nothing about hip-hop music.
Why hip-hop specifically?
He suggests it indicates a world where Black culture wasn't allowed to develop it.
Yeah.
The narrative constantly builds these layers, fragmented identity, manipulated across time, space, timelines, with high-profile figures woven in.
It's clear this memory retrieval journey for him isn't just about his current life. He sees it connecting him way back, doesn't he? To this hidden history, hidden power.
Absolutely. Which brings us to maybe one of the most historically rooted yet equally wild claims.
Let me guess. The Pacer lineage.
You got it. His belief that he was Daniel Pacer, Payseur, in a past life, it's apparently the focus of a book he's writing.
Okay, so unpack the Pacer story for us, based on what Rink says.
Right. It's intricate. He starts before the French Revolution with the figure Saint Germain.
The Count of Saint Germain.
Yeah.
The sort of immortal figure.
That one. Rink claims Saint Germain tried to create a United States of Europe, tried to save Marie Antoinette and Louis XVI, and that he secretly founded modern Freemasonry and another group, the Felici Society, to help the monarchy.
2 secret societies founded by one guy.
According to this, yes. And then there was a clash. At the Council of Wilsonbad, 1784, the Masons supposedly decided to embrace the Illuminati,
Right.
who Rink characterizes as believing in chaos, Machiavellian control. But the Felicis made up of Swiss Guard, Voltaire, others they wanted to elevate society.
So a philosophical split with huge consequences.
Huge. And it ties into the American Revolution. Rink says the French monarchy funded it heavily, not just for ideals, but for crown power, trade benefits.
Right. But didn't they lose their heads?
Well, Rink claims they didn't. That clones were used at the guillotine.
Clones again.
Clones again. The real royals supposedly escaped to French Canada, bringing 10% of the crown's wealth, and he believes he was the boy child with them.
So he was the Dauphin, basically.
That seems to be the implication. And this wealth, the Saint Germain money managed by the Pacer family, supposedly involved pulling gold from other dimensions.
Interdimensional gold.
Through portals, specifically through Reed's gold mine. And they used this wealth to build America's railroads.
Wow.
Rink states the Pacers ended up owning the railroads, International Paper, Weyerhaeuser, Standard Oil, even the Federal Reserve and the IRS.
They own the Fed and the IRS.
That's the claim. But then later generations supposedly messed up, mismanaged it, and the owners of the Federal Reserve, whoever they are in this narrative, screwed the Pacers out of their money.
So the wealth was lost or stolen?
Stolen, he argues. He claims a lot of the money currently held by huge firms like BlackRock and Vanguard is actually stolen Pacer money.
That's quite an accusation against major financial institutions.
It is. And it all leads him to ask, does Saint Germain still secretly own all these assets? And the really provocative bit.
Yeah.
Saint Germain is secretly our Uncle Sam.
Uncle Sam is Saint Germain.
According to Rink, it's a complete rewrite of financial and political history, isn't it?
Sure.
Suggesting this hidden hand guiding things for centuries.
It truly is. The scale of it.
Yeah.
Connecting the French Revolution to modern finance through secret societies and interdimensional gold. It's something else.
Yeah.
And his worldview doesn't stop at history or finance. It extends to places many people hold dear, or at least see as benign entertainment. Which brings us, I guess, to Disney.
Ah, yes.
Disney.
He has some startling claims about Disney, right? Thinks he might even be banned from their parks.
That's what he suggests. His perspective on Disney is definitely controversial. He claims and attributes this to a Saint Germain channeling via Kimberly Lana that Disney is bad.
Yes, bad. A pedo center, and even a place where, quote, husbands will bring the wife to Disney and divorce her right there, leave her the kids. Which, he says, leads to a lot of bad energy at the parks.
That's a very dark take on the happiest place on earth.
Extremely dark, and he adds a layer about ownership. He says while Disney owns its own town in Florida, Reedy Creek,
Right.
court documents supposedly show the land itself is owned by the Crown of England, Crown of London. It's a British asset.
A British asset. Interesting detail.
And he shares a whistleblower story. Workers supposedly found a body made of wax,
A wax body.
resembling Walt Disney, in a wheelchair behind a secret elevator in a boardroom. Club 33 specifically.
Okay, that's creepy. How does he connect that?
Well, it feeds into this idea of hidden things, secrets, and he ties it further back, claiming the conquistadors weren't just after gold in Florida, but ancient technology.
Technology from who?
Ancient Mayan breakaway civilizations supposedly located in central Florida. He suggests there's an underground facility there, maybe connected to Disney.
Mayans under Disney.
Okay.
And he mentions other facilities nearby. a Jackson facility off Jacksonville, a grave facility off Miami near the Bermuda Triangle. Whereas Sage radar towers, he claims, can open portals, let creatures come through.
Portals letting creatures through near Miami.
That's the picture painted. He even personally claims an orb was seen flying around Tomorrowland during one of his presentations there.
An orb, like a UFO.
Presumably. And just on a practical level, he mentions concern about Disney taking fingerprints for park entry. Adds to his overall sense of unease and control.
So it's this mix of dark energy, hidden ownership, secret history, potential portals, all challenging the conventional image.
Exactly. Weaving even beloved institutions into this larger, much darker conspiracy tapestry.
Wow, what an incredible deep dive we've just taken. I mean, peeling back these layers, it really does stretch the imagination, doesn't it?
It absolutely does.
From that super soldier conference, Rink's own pretty intense military alien experiences.
To these huge claims about hidden history, the Pacers, Saint Germain, and even Disney. It's just a vast landscape of these extraordinary narratives we've walked through.
It really is, and it encourages you, hopefully, to think about the different lenses information can be viewed through. What does it really mean when reality itself is the subject of such different, such out-there narratives?
Yeah.
It kind of challenges what it means to be well-informed, doesn't it? Makes you question the sources, the stories that shape how we see the world.
Absolutely. So the final thought, maybe for you listening, is what does this all mean for you? In a world where claims like this are discussed, documented, how do you figure out what's true?
Right.
And what does it even mean to unplug from the system, when the system itself, according to narratives like these, might be vastly more complex, more layered than we could possibly imagine?
Something to definitely ponder.
Indeed. Something to think about until our next deep dive.